Yes, 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 it's a great idea. We'll take over the market. 1, 2, 8, 16. Oh my god. I'll be rich, rich. Hey guys, today I want to share a loot video from 1000 hours of killing Vindicta. I'll go through the details about where to farm it, how did I do it, kills per hour, and of course the loot. Alright, let's just jump right into it because there's quite a lot to cover, not that much time. This video is a little bit different from the usual loot videos, so let me just explain basically. Like when the golden party hat was introduced to the game, I was introduced to altscaping. I noticed that a lot of players made a lot of accounts so they could farm many multiple party hats, and I kind of decided to do the same. The experience was my first step into the altscaping, and not long after that I discovered you could AFK Vindicta, which got me thinking, how much money can you actually make running multiple accounts doing Vindicta? I won't spend too much time explaining how to AFK Vindicta since it's nothing new, and there's already plenty of detailed guides available, so I'll link some of those videos I personally used or found helpful in the description for those who want to dive deeper into that. Okay, so here's a quick overview of what I use to AFK Vindicta, what gear I use, what ability bar I use, all these are the greater abilities I use, what prayers, what perks I use, my inventory for a 2-hour session, the spell I use, and basically if you want to do this yourself, you would need to complete all this to do it. There's not much other to say about that. In order to get into Vindy, I of course need the KC, and I found this to be the best spot to get KC on all the accounts at the same time. I usually play with 10 accounts in the same world and the other 6 accounts in a different world because you can maximum be 11 accounts in one world at the same time. Once I've gotten my kill count, it's just like running any other account. I bank quickly and head straight down to Vindicta. Of course I made sure to have 100% reputation so I get better drop chance. At this point you're probably wondering, how do he manage 16 accounts at the same time? But let me explain. I play on 2 computers simultaneously and fit 16 accounts onto a single monitor. Each client is just very small, and I set up everything exact the same across all the accounts, which with practice eventually makes it pretty easy to manage. I only need to click once every 6 minutes on each account, so I have plenty of time to manage my main at the same time, which I actually just finished 5.8 billion total XP. One more! Here we go! Yay! But enough about that, let's get back to Vindy. Before we talk about all the loot, then I kinda wanna cover the cost of doing Vindy for 1000 hours. In general, it's pretty cheap to do Vindy, but when you add it up with 16 accounts, all of a sudden it starts to use quite a lot of supplies every hour. For example, every second hour I do Vindy, I spend 1600 Wiswags, or about a day I spend 32,000 fire runes, or 16,000 blood runes. So when we add all this up in a big pile after doing 62.5 hour Vindy, this is the amount of supplies that I've spent, and this is the current price of how much it all add up to. Of course I have to pay for membership, and I do that with bonds. It took me about 5 days to complete my 63 hours of Vindy, so I got another 9 days to make more profit before I need to renew the membership. Membership costs around 2.3 billion every 14 days, so it definitely add up over time. Now it's time to talk about the loot, and the first item I want to highlight is the magic locks. Magic Lock is a bit special because with 120 invention, I can use the invention machine to disassemble them into simple parts. This means with the additional of incandescent energy, I can turn those simple parts into divine charges, earning some extra GP. It takes about 1 week to disassemble all the locks, but since I did it the last week already, I have the divine charges ready. Now I can fill up my invention machines and keep the cycle going. The next item I want to talk about is the dormant gear and the sense drop from Vindicta. These are special to me not because they're super expensive, but because I enjoy collecting them. Since I started farming Vindicta on all of my ads, I've been keeping track of those drops since day one. Across my accounts, I've tracked up about 1.2 million KC, so when we take a look back in the time of those drops, they really do start to stack up. The rest of the loot is pretty self-explanatory, but overall it really does stack up a lot. All of these stone spirits, there's so many dwarf wheat seeds, large plate rune salvage, uncut dragonstone, 729,000 magic locks, 100,000 uncut dragonstone, 177 black dragonhide, 259,000 raw shark, 874k dragon bones. But damn, look at the crest, 202 and 197 dragon rider lances. Overall, with all my loot together, it's a whopping 18.2 billion minus 4.6 billion in supplies. That will give me 13.6 billion profit in 5 days. So with 13.6 billion profit in 5 days, that's approximately 2.7 billion each day with 220 million every hour. I normally sell my loot pretty often. I don't like holding on to large piles of loot. I'd rather put items for sale frequently and let them slow sell over time. With that said, Dragon Rider lances and crests lately have been selling for a bit lower than what they usually do. Back in the past we used to see Dragon Rider lance sell for around 50 mil, but now they sell for about 25 mil. But it's still incredibly good money though. With all that said, I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about in this video. If there's anything you could think of I missed or something you'd like to hear more about, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of content, it really helps me out. For the next video, I'm thinking about doing either 1500 master clues or another 1000 hour loot video. Let me know in the comments which boss or monster you'd like to see me do 1000 hour grind off. And hey, feel free to come say hi on the Twitch. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!